I thought the interesting quote from an article in the Orange County Register, Bobby Kersee, Mo's coach, talked about the possibility of an 8:15 double, which everybody was thinking if there was any double on the table, or triple, I guess, if you're talking about the 4x4, although they keep making the schedule, so Athing Mo can't run the 4x4. Shame on you, schedule makers. 4.8, because she's amazing in the 400. She's NCAA champion in the 400. Every day she walks around is a day where Athing Mo is probably one of the 3 fastest women in the world in the 400, right? She walks down the street to get a cup of coffee. She's one of the top 3 women in the 400, goes to bed, walks her dog, all that stuff. She's top 3 woman in the 400. Probably the floor is 3. There's probably some days where she's the best. So everybody thought 4.8, but Kersee's talking 8:15. I have to admit, it caught me off guard, and I don't know if we're reading too much into this.
We are reading way too much into this.
Is what he's saying just she's going to run some 15s just to get into shape?
Yes, that's all he's saying.
But
there is no, I'm running the 8:15 double, that's my goal. That is not.
It says Kersee also raised the possibility of Mo attempting next summer to become the first woman to sweep the Olympic 15 and 8 gold medals since Great Britain's Kelly Holmes did it.
Did he say it? He didn't say that. What did he say? What was his quote?
The 8:15 and 4.8 has been done, and I think Athing has the ability, and I think if the schedule allows, it'd be nice to see for a woman to double the 8:15 at a very high level with the potential to gold medal in both.
Yeah, that says, I have a really talented athlete. I think she could do it, but he never says we're trying to do it.
Yeah.
He's just he knows he has a great athlete. Yeah, I think she could do it. Yeah. Are we going to do it? No.
Absolutely not.
You know?
Listen, as I mentioned.
There was 0 quotes from Bobby Kersee that implied that she was doing a 15-800 double at the global championship level.
Well,
0 quotes.
Depends how much you want to read into it. And I guess it depends on it's one of those things where you want to listen and you want to see like his facial expressions. And if you had talked to him for a long time, you can kind of tell, okay, is this serious or not? I think, first of all, I'd love to know Athing Mo's viewpoint on whether or not she wants to run the 15. Last winter, she did pretty good. And then she went into that Milrose mile, remember?
Yeah.
And was with the really, really hard pack and then fell off. I still thought it was pretty cool just to see her go for it time and time again. But she's not one of the top 3 women in the world in the 1500. As well, she shouldn't. That would be crazy to be top 3 in the world in the 4, 8, and the 15. So it would be such a uphill climb.
This is just like when Donovan Brazier ran a couple 1500s.
That's what you think.
That's all it is.
So how this started is he said she's going to run the 15 at USA's. Yeah. She has the 800 meter.
Yeah. So she's going to do something. She has to run in order to be qualified.
Right. So she's got to do something and basically saying she's doing the 15 and
she's doing a workout in front of everyone.
The follow up was probably, okay, well, why not the 4? And then he started talking about, he talks about how he thinks to get the world record in the 8, she needs to improve on the distance side of things. And
sure.
That's his way to. That's his
None
way
of that says I'm doing an 8:15 double.
So you don't think this is going to happen?
0% chance she does an 8:15 double. 0%.
Definitively answered by one.
Mac. It was we just all creating it because we want content. So we hear a coach say, "Yeah, I think she could do it," as in we are planning to do it. You know, I think
again, the quote says, it would be nice to see for a woman to double the 8 and 15 at a very high level with the potential to gold medal both.
It would be nice to see a woman. Did he say Athing Mo?
Well, I just think that she has that anaerobic threshold and being able to hold over that and take the 800 out at a decent speed, that's going to allow her to get to 153. He talks about she needs to be at 359 or better to really get the benefit out of the 1500.
Yeah.
The problem is here, and it's good that he put a number on it. If she ran 359, that would be a crazy accomplishment. But if she ran 359, she's not still
352.
Right. That's not equivalent to how fast she is in the 400.
Yeah.
She's equivalent to basically a 351 runner in the 400 as it pertains to the global
real thing is
order.
he doesn't want Athing racing Sydney in the 4.
That's the last quote here of this article.
Which is
No. Kersee said when asked about the potential 400 matchup, no, they train together enough. Racing them together is not needed. Particularly for me.
Not needed.
It would not make any sense for me to put them together. And I'm like, hey, it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about everybody else.
It makes no sense that having 2 women who could flirt with the world record, you know what? Because they both are under my tutelage, I'm not going to let them do that. That's so stupid. It's overthinking it. It's forgetting that we're doing a sport. This isn't like some science project where you have to perfectly manipulate mental and physical perfect matchup. That if they race against each other, it's going to screw up one because one's going to lose to the other, and then confidence goes down, and then it messes the whole thing up. They're grown. They're adults. They can handle losing. You got let them race each other.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a lot of group coaches do this too. Like where NOP, they had rarely a lot of the same country and athlete event. So the reason why Galen and Mo could be training partners is because they never had to compete against each other until the final race.
Yeah.
And they never wanted to have 3 people all doing the same event. And you can see it kind of probably, I mean, Bowerman was probably one of the first to try to get multiple people in the same event.
Let's try to get 3 in every
and
event.
it can cause a little bit of, I understand that. They don't like it when their teammates are actual competition.
Sean says he wants 2 golden athletes, not 1. I mean, I get it from that perspective. It's hey, this is a group. We're trying to maximize the gold medals. The problem is your examples, they're accurate historically, but they sell it short too because NOP didn't have 2 people with the chance to break the world record, 2 completely transcendent athletes who in their second best distance, everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
No, people are clamoring for this. People obviously want to see them run. And the way he talks about it, we won't even see it in a low-key meet. He talks about it at practice. Well, they don't sell tickets to practice. Yeah. So do you over under 0.5 in their career times they race?
In the 400?
Yeah.
Oh, they will never race.
They'll never race. That's
guarantee you. As long as they're both being coached by Kersee, they'll never race.
Yeah. I think the natural order of things says that at one point, one of them will have a different coach. Yeah. Maybe.
And I can even see in that situation, one will pull out. They will never race each other in their primes.
Yeah.
The only time they will race each other is when one is not in the prime.